Enough of this feel-good productivity bullshit. The truth about getting real work done isn't pretty, and honestly, you probably don't want to hear it. But if you actually want to start making progress, you need to. Right now, you might believe productivity should feel fun, comfortable, even enjoyable all the time. That belief is a lie, and it's costing you your goals. So here's your choice. Keep chasing feel-good hacks and stay stuck, or accept the truth that real productivity is hard, uncomfortable, and finally get shit done. In this video, I'm going to show you why your current mindset is sabotaging your work, and then I'll show you how to fix it. So here's the problem. Right now, you're always trying to feel good while being productive. And there's really 3 reasons why this is so problematic. The first one is pretty simple. Always trying to feel good when being productive is going to lead to slow progress and growth. And this is pretty intuitive. If you're always waiting to feel good before you do something, you're going to get a lot less done than someone who just decides to push through the pain. Let's compare 2 versions of you. One that watches feel-good productivity, and the other one who watches me. Mr. Feel-good version of you here wakes up in the morning, he's tired, hungry, not in the best mood. So instead of getting to work, he's going to chill a little bit. He's going to go for breakfast, right? He's going to wait until he's back to 100%. This other version of you here wakes up in the morning and accepts the fact that most of the time you wake up and you're pretty tired. But instead of waiting for anything to happen, he sits down at his computer, grabs a cup of coffee, whatever he needs, boom, he gets to work immediately. Mr. Feelgood here starts working and he hits a roadblock pretty soon, okay? There's just this problem that he's working on, he can't solve. It's infuriating, it's uncomfortable, so he takes a break. This other version of you, first of all, he's been at work for 2 hours, and when he hits a roadblock, he just keeps going. How crazy is that? So by the end of the day, let me just ask you, who's gotten more done? Expecting work and productivity to feel good slows you down. Guys, just a quick second. To celebrate the launch of my new school community, I am challenging you to a 7-day focus and execution challenge where every single day I will send you a new challenge, pushing you out of your comfort zone, teaching you certain important lessons to mastering the art of focus and execution. Just this 1-week challenge, I'm telling you, will make you more productive than any video you could watch on YouTube, including mine. So accept the challenge and click the first link in the description. Here's the second reason why this mindset is a problem. As soon as it gets hard, you think there's a problem, right? If you're the kind of person right now who expects work to feel fun, comfortable, then when it does get hard, and it always does, you think there's a problem. When you sit down at your desk and you think it's going to be fun and then it gets uncomfortable, you think, man, I'm doing something wrong. I need to change my strategy. I need to find a different way to work. This isn't the right task, maybe. You end up procrastinating or quitting altogether. So here's a few examples. When you realize you're bad at something, instead of pushing through the resistance and learning and improving, you end up quitting. You change strategy. When you've been working for a few hours at your computer and you get tired, you just want to do something else, which happens all the time. Well, instead of pushing through, you say, okay, this means I need to stop because I don't feel good anymore. And the worst part about all of this is that in reality, when things get hard, it's a sign that you're supposed to keep going. So you're literally doing the exact opposite of what you should be doing. When there's resistance, do it, right? Leave your comfort zone. Go talk to strangers, start a business, even though you have no idea what you're doing and you're bad at it. Reward is usually on the other side of doing a difficult thing. But if you think there's a problem every time you have to do something hard or uncomfortable and you decide not to do it, you're literally doing the exact opposite of what you should be doing. I'll show you how to fix this mindset soon, but first we need to go over the third consequence, which I think is the biggest one to having this mindset. You avoid the most important tasks. Okay, so let me list out a few truths that will lead us to my point. Some tasks lead to more results. Results are usually correlated to effort. So the harder something is, the more results usually it will give you. And these tasks that require more effort and lead to more results need to be prioritized. Hard tasks lead to more results, need to be prioritized. If you believe that productivity should always feel fun, what kind of task are you choosing to do most of the time? So let's say you want to start a YouTube channel. The hardest first thing you'd have to do is probably just sit down, record a video, or maybe write the script first. That task is pretty energy demanding, right? It takes a lot out of you, but it's not particularly fun, especially the first time you do it. So instead, if you have this mindset, what you might do is figure out what logo you're going to have for your YouTube channel, right? Make your banner. Those tasks are easier. They demand less of you. And guess what? They lead to less results. They lead to no results. On the other hand, writing a script, recording a video is hard. It leads to results, and it must be prioritized. That's the biggest problem with your mindset. So just to recap, right now you have the mindset of always wanting to feel good while being productive. There's 3 consequences to that. First of all, it leads to slow growth and progress. Whenever things get hard, you think there's a problem, and it causes you to not prioritize the right tasks. Here's the solution. Okay, so first of all, at this point, I was supposed to have a Sisyphus poster right there. It hasn't arrived yet, so let's just pretend there's a Sisyphus poster. Let me ask you something. Is he looking up fun and easy ways to push the boulder up the hill? Or is he just pushing the boulder up despite it feeling pretty damn bad? Is he accepting the struggle? He definitely is. And that's the first thing you need to do. You need to accept the struggle. Not only that, you need to embrace it. You need to fully tackle each task and embrace the fact that it's going to be hard, that you're going to be uncomfortable, that it's not going to be that fun. Once you embrace it, just like our friend Sisyphus here, you're free to just push the boulder. Move it, right? Make progress and not just sit there holding the boulder, looking up ways to make it easier. And you know what the craziest part is? It is enjoyable. Not in the sense that you have a smile while doing your work. Enjoyable like a runner enjoys running when he's at the 25-kilometer mark in a marathon. He's not smiling, he's not laughing, he's not even feeling good, but he's fulfilled, right? He's been training for months and months and months. He's in the trenches right now. He's thinking about how good it'll feel to finish his marathon. And that's how work and productivity actually feel. When you embrace the struggle and expect things to be hard, you don't shy away from the most important task, right? You tackle it first. You prioritize the right tasks. You don't quit when it gets hard. Here's my second solution for you. Start doing hard things. Your ability to do hard things is like a muscle. It can be trained and improved. And building a tolerance to doing hard things will improve your ability to push through the struggle of real productivity. It's like someone going to the gym, training his muscle to be stronger in his everyday life. So put on your running shoes, walk outside, and aim to run a 5-kilometer. That's 3 miles for you Americans in a time that genuinely seems impossible. And then just start running when the resistance to running kicks in. And it'll happen after a minute or two if you're running fast enough. Then you need to push through. And then it comes back and you push through. And it comes back and you push through. That's like doing reps in the gym. In those moments, you're literally training your ability to do hard things. It doesn't matter if you finished your 5-kilometer or not. It's just how many reps, how many times were you able to push through the resistance. If you do this once a week, I'm telling you, your ability to sit down at your desk and get through a difficult task is gonna improve. I saved the best for last, so here's the final solution. Go through a really hard and productive day to get used to the grind. You need to be pushed out of your comfort zone, okay? Right now, you're inside your comfort zone. Let's say you wanted to go from always trying to feel good while being productive to being someone who works through resistance. Most people would tell you to do it progressively. Just pick one hard thing to do tomorrow and do that thing. Then add a bit the next day. Fuck that. I want tomorrow to shock you. I want it to expose you to what real productivity should actually feel like. I'll explain exactly what you're going to do tomorrow in a second, but why not do it progressively, right? Why not do 1 push-up tomorrow, 2 push-ups the next day? Because in that case, you're holding on to the idea that it's going to be easy, that it's going to be comfortable, that there's yet another method that doesn't require you to work hard. I'm going to show you day 1 what it should feel like. Okay, so the night before, you're going to commit to these. First of all, I will sacrifice one thing. I will push through hours of resistance. I will choose the hardest task that will produce the most amount of results. It will feel like running a marathon. Painful, but very rewarding. Okay, so first of all, wake up 2 hours before you usually do and start working on your business, your YouTube, whatever your goal is, and do that for 2 hours. I want you to choose the most difficult task, the most important task that you've been procrastinating in your business, YouTube, etc. Do that for 2 hours before you leave for work or school. Then do your 8-hour shift, 6-hour, whatever. Come back home and keep working on your business for another hour. This is going to be the hardest thing you do all day because you're going to be tired from working since 6 or 7 a.m. and now you still have another hour in front of you. That's when you'll get a taste of what productivity sometimes, pretty often actually, feels like. It doesn't always feel good. Then you're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna read an educational book, and you're gonna go to bed. Now, I'm not saying all of your days should look like that. That would be completely unsustainable. I just want you to have a taste of what productivity actually feels like a lot of the time. It's working when you don't want to, when you're tired, uninspired, intimidated by your work. And that's how you fix your flawed mindset about productivity. You embrace the struggle, you start doing hard things to train your ability to do hard work, and you go through a really difficult, productive day to launch you out of your comfort zone. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. This is the type of video I'm going to be doing from now on. The opposite of feel-good productivity. I think there's a lot of problem with that kind of thinking, and I want to propose a different solution to getting shit done. So if you can relate to that, then come join us, subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that good stuff. Click on this video next. See you there.